on.
No, no, not social media. We've got the original.
State filing an affidavit based on social media.
Just let the court please read it. And page para 8 is also important.
Check. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check.
It's reading it. Now, Mullah, this is
There are
hold on. Allow me.
Let's not go into it.
1 second. Mullah, this is exceptionally serious because they've planned it for 27th. Now, Mullah, if any protest is to be done, they must tell us which route. They must tell us what.
Tell us. You tell yourself.
Well,
I mean,
normal
police will have to
procedure
come to
must
know
be
about
followed.
it.
Must be followed. And Mullahs, what they do is they carry flags. Mullahs, they take off the flag, it becomes a stick. And there's an SOP, there is a standard operating procedure which has to be followed, Mullahs. Because what will happen, Mullahs, as your lordship sees, Mullahs, the whole purpose is now it's collateral events that are happening. It's unrelated to what, Mullahs, the real issue is. And we've got photographs, Mullahs.
I
36
support
onwards,
Mr.
we've got
Sibal, no
photographs as to
vandalism
what
should be
really happened.
permitted by the
Mullahs,
police.
all this running away from the police, we've actually got photographs. This is all completely wrong. The status report
are
is given.
saying, Manoj,
So
we are-
I will want your lordships to go through that status report and pass an order that this can't be done, Mullahs, and there must be a standard operating procedure which has to be followed.
We'd like to see, we'll come back after lunch, we just want to see your status.
Yes, Mullahs. Right. I'm deeply
Lord,
obliged.
Lord, may I just
Deeply obliged.
say,
Come back and see yours, because we've
Lord-
examined CBI status.
Yes, now your lordship make that.
Lord, may I just say to my friends, CISF is still not there. No, it's not there. I've got photographs of today morning. I have photographs.
Just take instruction that
I received an intimation in writing that they have gone, they have visited in along with the Kolkata police and to decide where to post whom. Lord, one thing is to be decided. Kolkata police says that the security should be in the hospital, but we feel that it should be more in the hostel because
Mr. Sibal, we might be just late by 10 minutes or so.
No problem.
Look at 15, so you all of you
Deeply
also
obliged. Deeply obliged.
Grateful, Lord.
So, we'll come back at you.
right.
Original case diary, Mullahs.
small komcha and trolley holders in various railway stations across India.
I'll get it listed. It's after notice.
Your Lordship has indicated we filed some matters yesterday also.
The fresh matter.
There were fresh matters, Your Lordship.
Yeah, it will come up right away.
Your Lordship, we are requesting for a listing tomorrow because Your Lordship, they are receiving notices for eviction on 26th, 27th.
The 27th.
Your Lordship, they've received notices for closure on eviction on 26th, 27th, Your Lordship. They're only bothering.
The notice of closure is 27th.
Eviction, Your Lordship. They are small
First in
komcha.
the morning on the 27th. Tomorrow is a very heavy day. So 27th it will come up. I've already done.
Very well.
Well, it's your lordship has twice directed a matter in July and second week of August didn't come. Now it is showing happily on 27th August. Please don't delete it.
With the Lordship's permission, may I mention a fresh matter? There's a
Just send an
contempt-
email,
I sent an
everybody.
email.
If
I
you-
sent an email on-
When did you send it?
Yesterday.
So it's probably already listed.
So
Just
there
wait.
was a contempt coming, that's the only.
Wait, it will be listed. Every email is dealt with.
Pass on the-
Yes.
Let's, yeah, have your lordship.
Fresh matter.
My lord, it got deleted. We have circulated mails for not to be deleted, but nevertheless got deleted.
Already.
It's coming up on 20th of September. Would my lords please direct it not to be deleted on that date
Not
at
difficult.
least? May I just pass the
Apology.
details of the?
No, just make sure that somebody, already, the email, advocate on record's name you make.
My lords, the email has been sent by advocate on record again, day before yesterday.
What's the
but
name
it's-
of the AOR?
My lords, it's Amir Arsiwala.
Yes.
Amir Arsiwala.
That's my apology.
Please, my lords, I'm grateful.
My lords, your lordship said some of the chief secretaries of states which are defaulted on payments of pension and allowances tomorrow.
Yes.
Your lordships will also ask me to give a list of those chief secretary, those states which have actually complied. I've just
Right,
passed
right,
it on.
right.
I've
So
just
we
passed it
now,
on.
just 3 copies. Eh? Just 1 second.
For the defaulting states, there is also a request to appear online. My lords, number of applications have been filed, so I just thought.
No. The chief secretary, the states which have not complied, they have to be present online. They have to be present here. We have said they have to be physically present. Those who have complied, how many has complied between that order and today now?
The others, non-complying, I've mentioned in my list.
Yes. Others have.
The others
complied.
have complied. The others have complied.
Who?
I appear for West Bengal, my lords. Most of the states
They have not complied.
have those who are
Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Himachal, J&K, Ladakh, Jharkhand, Kerala, Bihar, Goa, Haryana, Odisha.
Those people have not complied.
They have not complied. They have not complied.
substantial compliance.
They have to comply. No substantial compliance. By tomorrow, make sure that they comply. Others ask them to be here. No. They have to be personally present here. Otherwise, we'll issue a non-bailable warrant. There's no going back on that order. They have to have given enough time. They have to comply, pay by this evening.
Each the district.
They have to, there's no substantial here. They are 100% compliance. That's why we've given enough time. We have been giving time from 27th of July 22, 19th May 23 for January 2024. Therefore, we have directed personal presence. And ultimately, and what is not being paid, the arrears of salary and allowances to our district judiciary.
Funds have been released. It has reached all the district. Fee for the people. Have not come. Yes, fellows, I'm to 99.9%. That's my instructions. Whatever
We'll call out each state tomorrow, we'll see. And
it's showing for 27.
Yes.
I wanted to clarify whether it's coming up tomorrow. It's not there in the list.
no, it will come up on the 27th, right? 27th. 27th, we'll take it up, and then we will call out each state separately and see what the compliance is. Let them be present before us. We'll see.
Lords, may I mention,
My Lord, may I mention,
Yeah,
Lord,
civil
on
case.
behalf of the AIMS doctor residents, Lord, Nagpur, Lord. Lord, on account of their being participating in the agitation and the protest, Lord, now they are being victimized, Lord, on one ground or the other, being marked absent.
If they are not on
Lord, but they were, Lord, they were doing the emergency duties, Lord. But because they were participating in the.
Are they at work? If they are not at work, they'll be marked absent. How can we ask them to do something?
Not allowing in the exams, Lord, Lord, in one way or the other, Lord. If a lenient will be taken, Lord, if a lenient will be taken.
If they are on duty, they will not be marked absent. If they are not on duty, the law will have to follow its course. How can we tell the administration to to write something which is not correct?
Not, with respect to the exams and all that, Lord, the lenient will be taken, Lord. Because of this reason, Lord, they were on protesting or on strike.
That's all right. So ask them to first return to work.
Yes.
Once they return to work, then if nobody is going to take any adverse action against the doctors,
That
let them all
will be-
come back to work.
Word from your Lordship will work, Lord, for them.
Let them first come back to work, and then if there's any difficulty, just talk to us in the court here. We'll make sure that there is no adverse action against the doctors.
Very well.
We quite see that they were all upset about the fact that there was a very serious incident which took place. But let them first report to work, and then once having
They have reported back, Lord, they have reported back. They have reported back. AIMS Nagpur reported back, Lord. The resident doctor, they have joined the.
Not just mention on behalf of PGI Chandigarh. Your Lordship, there is, Lordship in PGI Chandigarh, they are going in for a rally for 2 hours in the morning, but they are doing all their duties. But for 9 days, their CL has been deducted now from the leave. So that is a victimization.
Yes,
You also have to write the research papers and.
I don't think, somebody like Dr. Vivek Lal, he's the director at PGI Chandigarh, that he will do anything which amounts to victimization.
Lordship, I'm only saying.
They're all very
individual-
ultimately, the directors of these institutions,
He made a
they
statement.
also have their heart with the doctors, but
Yes,
they are in a
Lordship.
situation where poor people who come to those institutions cannot be left behind in the lurch.
Yes, sir.
That they take appointments 2 years before the actual date, and then suddenly you're told that you will not be attended to. Let them all resume work, and I'm sure the directors are all very seasoned directors who spend their life in these institutions. They're not going to do anything against the
I
doctors.
think your lordship,
Right now, the notice that they have been given is that since or for 9 days you've been on the rally, so we are deducting your 9 days of casual leave.
We'll pass some general order.
Yes.
Pass some general order on that.
Lordship, may I make one?
Lord, may I say something?
Please rest assured that once the doctors, we hope, resume duty, then we will prevail upon the authorities not to take any
Adverse.
action.
Yes.
But they must first come back to duty for the simple reason, otherwise the people who,
They are on duty. They are, them are on
people who need the services the most are deprived of their
Yes, sir.
services. That's the only concern. How does the public health infrastructure run if the doctors don't resume work?
Lord, only my lord,
All
one
right,
thing.
now first let's have the status report. We first want to see the
Lord, these are
status
the three
report.
copies. Lord, I believe the anguish of the doctor is correct, but having come from your lordships, an assurance that your lordships are looking into it, my lord, I think that should satisfy.
Mulaja.
With the assurance of no adverse action, my lords.
Lords, we are absolutely, my lord, grateful to your lordships that lordships have intervened. Lords, we have not been heard, my lords, at all. Our grievances, my lord, are at the forefront because we are, my lord, facing the brunt of this, my lord, whatever
Well,
is.
the reason why we constituted such a broad-based committee is that we have specifically said that the committee shall engage with all stakeholders, including, that will include the resident doctors. So please assure them,
Yes.
that the committee, one second, Mr. Ansari.
Sorry, sir.
Please assure the resident doctors, they all are young doctors, that they will be heard by the.
We heard, my lord, and some representation.
But tell us one thing, we can hear you,
Federation.
Mr. Kamath, we hear you for half an hour. We are not the committee.
Lord,
Ultimately, you have to be heard by the committee.
Yes, what we were requesting, my lord, some, my lord's association, whatever your lordships choose, my lord, some representative from the resident doctors association, if they can be a
Yes.
part of the committee.
Yes.
So their
One
voice,
second, Mr.
I'm
Ansari.
sorry, I'm not saying.
You see, please understand.
we leave it to your lordships, my lord.
Mr. Kamath,
Want
please
voice-
understand. We have thought through this very carefully. if we start now asking for the representatives of various stakeholders to be a part of the committee, that becomes an impossible process because, the committee's work will then get dislocated. You know what happens. You have such an experience yourself. At the same time, we are conscious of the fact that the primary concerns of the doctors, the nurses, the paramedical staff,
There's a pen drive.
has to be taken into account by the members of the committee. You know, for two things, that on the committee, we have very senior women doctors in the committee. The doctors who are on the committee are people who have worked for a long time in their life as part of public health infrastructure. So therefore, what we have expected the committee to do is that the committee will hear these various stakeholders, namely the interns, the residents, the senior residents, representatives of the nurses, the other paramedical staff. So therefore, they are in a hospital, there are a huge number of stakeholders. The committee will ensure that it will hear representative.
Hold on, Lord. In fact, I have taken instructions. I represent about 30,000 doctors.
Please, and Mr. Kamath, please tell them that the committee will definitely give them a hearing. We'll reiterate that in our order today. We will certainly, Mr. Kamath, your point is well taken. We'll make it clear.
My lord.
Absolutely, Mr. Kamath, we are grateful to you actually for personally, because our hearts go out to all those people who have to go to public hospitals. So we will make an observation that the committee would hear all stakeholders, including the Resident Doctors Association. Of course, not 30,000 doctors, but a representative. Right. And an appointment can be given to them when the committee assembles, so that the committee can, because your stake is very high and your inputs are very valuable. So please assure the resident doctors that we were now passing an order that the committee will give them a representative voice in putting forth their grievances, their working conditions, so on and so forth.
Suggestions. Today and
Without suggestion.
can then call off their Milord's protest. Milord.
We will also say that.
Milord, I appear for the RG car.
Can I?
Mr. Ansari and then Mr.
Yes. Lord, I appear for the Delhi Medical Association.
Yes.
Lord, we filed a writ petition in 2022, Lord, raising the same grievance.
Right.
This court says, as and when any incident happened, Lord, we are grateful to your Lordship. Lordship could show moto, otherwise we were contemplating to file. There is a judicial order there, any order, Lord, any incident happened, then you come to us, Lord. Lord, now, Lord, we are the association of 110 years old. As Mr. Kamath has said, Lord, there is being a part of the committee.
Can we just suggest one thing?
Yes, my lord.
Because in such a large matter,
Yes.
we have to bring
Yes.
some order to the
My lord.
order to the order also, which we pass.
Please, Lord.
If all of you who are intervening for various bodies
Yes,
can give on a slip of paper
yes,
name of the body
yes.
and whom you represent,
Very well.
we will put that in our order.
I understand.
So that your clients have that assurance that look, the Supreme Court is also factored in our
I understand, Lord. That will be very useful.
So then we will say that out of these, the committee may take an appropriate decision on engaging with the representative.
But all that we were saying, my lord, the committee constitute of a very respectable persons, my lord. Lordship has chosen them. But some representation from the associations, my lord, those who face day-to-day